gonna go rip some G56 donuts. We're damn near in Mexico now. Together right quick. What up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube. Now, a lot of people seem to like these vlog style videos, so today we're doing another one of those. As you can see, we are in the shop, but the brand new M3 just barely got done at our boys over at Revamped Coatings. Now, I'm going to take you guys along, show you what they did to it. We're gonna go pick it up, and then, well, I guess we gotta go back inside the shop. We got some H&R lowering springs and some whatever fancy brand of spacers these are that were somehow $500 for like 4 spacers. But we're going to hop in the old steel shitter over here and head down to Revamped Coatings. Now, not a lot of people saw. If you saw the TikTok, then pick these bad boys up off Facebook Marketplace. $100 Facebook Marketplace find. Chick freaking hand engraved those things. Probably has like 5 hours invested into them. Picked them up for $100. Some people probably think they're really ricey, but I think they're kind of cool. But we're going to head down to my house and park the steel body, grab an Uber, go grab the M3 from Revamped Coatings, bring it back here to the shop, and get started on installing the lowering springs. All right, well, we just pulled up to our boys over at Revamped Customs. Now, straight off the rip, greeted by this freaking badass any level, some 30-inch Forgiatos. They already got this thing leaned back, wrapped all matte black. This thing's sick, but we're gonna go inside, check out what they got inside right now, because they always got badass builds, and see if we can't find my car. In the door, see what we got going on. We got a nice little AT4. Hiding back here, we got freaking little Vanderhall rig for boys over at Bucked Up. This thing's all sick. Now, boys over at Revamped pretty much do everything. It's kind of nice. It's all in-house. They do PPF, paint match, custom headlights, taillights, wraps, like pretty much everything custom that you usually have to outsource from a lot of different companies. They kind of do it all under one roof, which is kind of sweet. Also, got this gangster ass Raptor. All this thing needs is some wheels and tires, and it'll be good to go. Bumper's freaking sweet on it. We got some more Raptors. These guys do a bunch of Raptors, and also got a freaking Rolls Royce. Now, Cam, the owner of Revamped, just barely ended up telling me that thing's getting full paint match, top to bottom, so that should be pretty sweet. This color green on a Raptor is sick. They finished PPFing this whole thing, so it's matte PPF, but that is a factory color, which is sick. And we got paint booths and truck parts galore back here. Super Duty's getting put together. Got a couple all white 23s, and here she is hiding in the back, looking oh so nasty. Now, as you can see, there's a lot going on here, so we're gonna go into detail on everything that they got done on this thing. But this color under these lights looks so nasty. Now, to start it off, as you can see, these are the OEM taillights, and what they did here is they sprayed the whole entire taillight, but it's a 60% tint, so it's that you spray it like paint. They let it dry, and then they masked the whole thing off right here, and then painted all of this to match the car. Taillights look absolutely nasty. Now, another thing that we did right here, as you can see, there was red reflectors right there, as well as orange reflectors right there. Now, I was kind of stuck on what to do with this, but I figured I'd rather have them be painted, and then I could wrap them black if I didn't like them or whatnot, but those turned out sick. Now, next, this is gonna be pretty controversial for some people, but we fully paint matched, well, not fully paint matched, we paint matched kind of half the mirrors. So, because this whole section is black on the car, we left some black. We left a lot of the black on the mirror, but kind of tied in some of the paint match, as well as smoked the turn signal. On top of that, as you can see, this plastic piece right here, it was a black plastic on top of the gloss black, which kind of looked off, so paint matched that guy right there. As well as the whole car has full PPF on it now, which I've never been a huge PPF guy, but on a $100,000 car that I'm driving through winter, it's kind of nice peace of mind. And also, the boys over at Revamped threw in a paint matched water bottle for me. How gangster is that? But we are going to fire this thing up, and then we're going to head back to the shop and get started pulling this thing apart and throw on the lowering springs and the spacers, and should get this car sitting absolutely nasty. But now that we are all paid up, we are going to get a little cold start action on this thing, if it even starts. And so now we're going to head back to the shop and get started on lowering springs as well as some spacers, get the fitment sitting right on this thing, and it should be pretty much wrapped up until spring. All right, well, we have made it back to the shop now, and as you can see, we got the M3 behind me. Now, as a comparison, here's the rear right now. You could fit probably 4 fingers in there.
What did he say?
So we're going about 2 inches lower on the rear, and then about 1.5 inches lower on the front. We got the H&R lowering springs and whatever fancy brand of spacers these are. Now, I'm not mechanically qualified for this whatsoever, so brought in big guns. Old Caden over from Husky Deals Performance. So we are going to get the rear dropped out real quick with a spring compressor because they're pretty straightforward. And then we're going to move on to the fronts. Now, the rear's going to be pretty fast, but the fronts are probably going to take a fat minute. All right, well, as you can see, we got the old spring out and the new one is in. The whole rear is on, the passenger and the driver. Now we have moved on to the front here. Now, it's honestly a good thing that we have Caden because I have absolutely zero idea what we're doing. But the strut is out, so pretty much we got to use the spring clamps, clamp it down, and then we will essentially remove the whole like top of the strut thing, and then put the new spring in. Front should be lowered. So the next clip will be this thing completely done because it's about 3 a.m. now, and I'm trying to go home. Well, it turns out that we are missing a part. We need a 12-point socket to go in there. So the only logical thing to do is take the old Limited to Walmart, because that's the only thing open, and try and find ourselves a 12-point socket. Well, we got the strut here pulled up to Walmart. They didn't have a 12-point socket, so we got ourselves whatever the hell this is, because this is all they happen to have. We're damn near in Mexico now, if you know where West Valley City is. But we're going to check out and hope these things work to finish up the fronts and hopefully get this thing done, because it is way too late at this point. Can't make this shit up. The boys in that F-150 pulled up beside us on our way back from Walmart, and they saw the rig. They said they had a 12-point socket at their shop. So somehow we randomly found some homies to lend us a 12-point socket, because the one we got from Walmart does not work. So hopefully these boys actually pull through. They're actually about to pull up with some sockets. So hopefully we get this car slapped back together right quick. And hopefully these boys show up with 12 points. All right, well, the boys that we raced at the light just pulled up. What are your boys' names?
Below.
Emerson, bro. Where's these sockets at? Oh, shit. No shot. The boys actually pulled through with the 12-point sockets so we can finish up this damn M3. Well, we finally got the passenger front done. We are almost done with the driver front, but a quick little break here. Good old buddy Jackson with his G56 4Gen just walked into the shop approximately 5 minutes ago and said, "You want to go rip donuts in the cul-de-sac?" So we're gonna go rip some G56 donuts in the cul-de-sac in this bad. Yeah, I think it's pretty valid. Does he have the driver mod? Any last words here?
Rip drive shaft.
Rip drive shaft. I think we need to go again. We need some wider donuts for the chat. No. Holy shit! Dude, you can tell how many donuts we do in this cul-de-sac from the sheer amount of black marks it rains like every other day here, and this cul-de-sac is just coated in black tire marks from allegedly ribbon burnouts in here. Now, just so the viewers know, this is a closed course, shut down road, and but anyways, this is a solid intermission of donuts. But we are going to go back into the shop and finish up the M3 and show you guys the finished product. All right, well, now that we're done with our cul-de-sac chronicles, as you can see, we got the front all lowered, the rear all lowered. Now, the only thing left to do now is to show you guys this thing out in light. As you can see, after our nightmare of putting the lowering springs on, we got the lowering springs all done. We got all the paint match done. Looks nasty. Now, let me know in the comments down below what kind of wheels you want to see on this thing, and what kind of parts you want to see thrown on this thing next. I'm thinking if we drive this thing hard enough, catalytic converters might fall off. Leave a comment down below.